Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Nasu Dragon here, and you're watching Game of Nasu. And let's rumble. Alright, where did I left off? Alright, he left off after talking to Ineffa to returning to the flower feather plant. So let's start from there. Okay, let's have lunch. Not lunch, dinner. Okay, yes. Wrong again? Lunch. Okay, my English is not that much great in these areas. I messed up, okay? So, bear with me.
I can't thank you enough for hosting us these past few days. And thanks for agreeing to look after Ineffa. I know it's a lot to ask.
Alright, before getting any further, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Alright guys, let's go in.
It's alright. She'll be in good hands.
She never came back. I guess I'll have to leave without saying goodbye.
Hey now, you'll see her again. And we have so much to look forward to in Liyue. All those Shao lanterns lighting up the sky. You've always wanted to see that.
Arieta, Amu, Joashin. I am back.
Huh? Ineffa? You brought her back? Thanks so much. Don't mention it.
Also, gratitude for the flower. What does it feel like to know where you are returning to?
That's a strange question. As soon as you're all better, you'll be returning to Not Cry.
Right, I forgot to have my glasses. So let me pick it up and while I'll put it in auto.
Oh, and we forgot to say, we're actually heading there ourselves soon. Maybe we can travel together.
Not cry. Is that home?
Huh?
Cognition module unable to define home. All the memory data that has presented itself recently has been related to Natlan. But the merchants tell me that I have family waiting for me in Not Cry. If I do recover my memories, which time period will they be from? And will the post-recovery me be the same me that I am now, or someone different?
Phew. That's a deep question.
What is it that you're afraid of? Are you worried the new you will be so different you don't even recognize her?
Finding near synonyms for mind and conflict. Cognition module. Split. Yes. Once I have been split, will it change the way I define home?
Now that's a tough question. A lot of people and a lot of Saurians spend their whole lives searching for an answer to that. But if you want my opinion, home is somewhere you can always return to, wherever that might be. No matter how far you fly, there will always be someone back there waiting for you. No matter how battered and bruised you get, you can always go back there to rest and recover. I guess you could say it's somewhere you belong. Wherever it is that your memories guide you back to, I'm sure it'll be somewhere you feel safe, somewhere you feel you belong. Of course, everyone's situation is different, and I don't know how applicable my experience is in your case, but consider it a reference point, I guess?
Okay. Recorded under reference data.
And at the end of the day, I mean, who says you can't have more than one home? There's no law against it. Someone's looking for us. Hopefully this means there's been some progress. Don't be afraid to recover your memories. They might contain the answers you're looking for.
Alright, I forgot to turn on the mic for a while. Because I get my glasses and I'm back now. So let's go.
Got it.
your memories. Malfunction. Have you forgotten why you cast them away to begin with?
Oh, it's St. Lolly. Didn't think it'd be you.
Why? Don't you think I'd want to do my part to help the traveler? And anyway, no one's more qualified than the Masters of the Nightwind when it comes to Natlan's ancient history.
Yeah. Only one scorer.
Ancient history? Wow. Even by St. Lolly's standards?
If you think I didn't hear that, you're sorely mistaken. But anyway, back to the matter at hand. I don't know if you noticed, but Kenichi's little sidekick has been acting a little strange around Ineffa. After you parted ways, Kenich put him in timeout for 3 whole days and nights. Then he had Aoife send Kakuku to torment him for another night.
He had it coming.
Finally, Ahau got so infuriated with Kakuku's pestering that he lost his cool and let slip a crucial piece of information. 2 words: sovereign ruler.
Sovereign ruler? So what? Isn't that just how he introduces himself?
It is, and I always assumed it was a load of hot air. But apparently not. Turns out the title refers to the 13 dragon lords who ruled Natlan in ancient times. Wait, really? How? It took me forever to figure this out. Anyway, the 13 sovereign rulers are not ordinary dragons, but forms of artificial intelligence created by the Pyro Dragon using secret source technology. They had superior intelligence and greater authority than even the ancient dragons themselves. Each ruled over a portion of Natlan's territory. But one by one, they disappeared during the war with the heroes. Even most of their names are unknown now, long since buried in the sands of time. If we hadn't managed to pry that tidbit out of Ahau's mouth, I would have had no idea where to even start.
I always thought that little monster's biggest claim to fame was arguing with Kakuku for an entire day. He has quite a history then, huh? Which of the 13 was he?
Not a clue. So far, he has staunchly refused to reveal which of the sovereign rulers he was. My guess is that he doesn't even remember. Remember, these rulers were supposed to be powerful forms of artificial intelligence. And Ahau, well, it hardly seems like he's still in his prime. I'll bet he's lost most of his memories and power by now.
Lost. Memories.
Yet, despite that, Ahau seemed to sense the presence of a fellow sovereign ruler when you were nearby. Specifically, it's the core in your chest he was reacting to.
What? Ineffa's a sovereign ruler too?
Could be. Kenich and Aoife have been keeping a close watch on Ahau, in case he reveals anything else. But so far, it seems like those 2 words are all he remembers.
Darn! So the trail's gone cold.
Not completely. There's also Lianka and the Flower Feather clan, both of which have triggered a response from Ineffa so far. And as it happens, out of the sovereign rulers that I was able to dig up information on, there was one who had a very close relationship with Lianka.
Who?
Her name was the Priestess of Floral Candles and Skyborn Feathers, otherwise known as the 8th Lord. She ruled over what is now the Flower Feather clan's territory. The records claim that she didn't die in the war with humanity, but was executed by her own kind. Her crime being betrayal of dragonkind by secretly raising a human. Lianka.
Huh? Chaska, did you know this?
Some of it. Our tribe's origin story has Lianka being raised by a dragon. And of the 6 heroes, she had the closest relationship with dragonkind. After raising her, her surrogate mother then encouraged her to leave the nest and seek her own path. She traveled far and wide, settling disputes between humans and Saurians. She didn't pick sides based on past grievances between humanity and dragonkind. She stood up for the weak, protecting them from those more powerful who sought to exploit them. Gradually, a community of like-minded people and Saurians gathered around her, united by their desire for freedom and equality. But that's as much as the legends say. They never mentioned her dragon mother's name, or what became of her in the end.
Ineffa?
Oh, sorry. My cognition module is acting up again. At some point during this conversation, it started behaving very erratically. You mentioned that the priestess of floral candles and skyborn feathers was executed. Might I ask how?
Unfortunately, the humans of that time weren't privy to all the details of dragon affairs. The only records we have are vague references from after the fact. It's very possible that this is mere speculation or complete fabrication, so don't give too much weight to it. But for what it's worth, it's said that a curse was placed on the priestess by one of the other rulers. If she truly harbors pro-human sentiment, then for every ounce of goodwill she feels, may her mind be flooded with pain of immeasurable proportions. In the savage conflict and chaos that followed, the priestess's mind was ultimately destroyed.
Jeez, what a bizarre method of execution. Definitely sounds like the history writers used some artistic license there.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. This didn't seem to trigger any erratic behavior. So, do you think that my origins have something to do with this sovereign ruler?
I think so.
Interesting. Well, it's hard to say what, if any, direct connection you have to the 8th Lord. But since the name Lianka seems to ring a bell for you, why don't you look into it yourself? I brought some woven scrolls with me that might be useful. Have a look if you're interested. Here, take them.
Oh, she's
Don't say
not
anything.
missing a chance.
In a moment, I'm going to leave. I need you to join me, discreetly. It's just a little spell based on our prior experience. I'll explain everything shortly when you catch up with me.
Okay, in short, there were super 13 dragons who ruled over the earth, and only one of them was good one. I don't remember. I did a lot of world quests and I forgot a lot of it. God, I really needed you.
Well, I need to get going now. If I find out anything more, I'll keep you updated.
Gratitude. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Sweet Lolly.
Now's your chance. Slip away quietly while they've got their heads buried in those woven scrolls. Meet me at the other side of the settlement.
Full throttle! Try and stop me!
Hello, traveler. Well, see, Lolly hasn't told you everything. There's another sovereign ruler that Ineffa might be connected to, not just the one from the Flowerfeather clan.
All trace of this other sovereign ruler was lost after the war. The records claim that in their final battle, they fought against Ishkik. And
it was, my idea. I suggested we bring up the Dragon Mother first and see how Ineffa responds. And, well, see, Lolly has debriefed me on how it went. Apparently, she barely reacted, despite a very strong reaction to the name Leonka. And to me, that says we need to tread very carefully when probing her about the 11th Lord.
She's the one who went missing after the war. Said to be the proudest of all the sovereign rulers, and the most hostile towards humanity. When the Pyro Dragon fell, she couldn't accept that dragonkind had been defeated. She sank into despair and insanity. But the rest is lost to history. There's no way to find out what became of her, or even what her name was.
Remember, though, in essence, these sovereign rulers weren't physical entities, but pure intelligence, built with secret source technology. I mean, who knows what happens when a manufactured mind goes mad? Maybe she lost her power and memories. Maybe she split into different personalities.
The point is, if Ineffa really does originate from the 11th Lord, then we need—
What? Have her taken out? Because of some baseless speculation? How would that be any different from what they did to Leonka's mother?
Chaska, what brings you here?
Anyone with a brain could see you were up to something back there. Unless it's a Paimon brain. Or a robot brain.
I really love that. Can we do that again? Can we? I want to hear it again.
Anyone with a brain could see you were up to something back there. Unless it's a Paimon brain. Or a robot brain.
Paimon brain.
Okay, you got us. Actually, we never intended to cut you out of this. It's just that Lolly's spell only works on the Traveler. But Chaska, I'm telling you, we have legitimate concerns here. This is not baseless speculation. Ever since Ineffa set sail for Natlan, the secret source automatons have been getting increasingly aggressive. It's as if they're drawn to each other. Ineffa could well be the 11th Lord herself. And if so, then the moment she recovers her memory, all of us, all of humanity, will instantly become her enemy.
I've been keeping an eye on movements at the Flower Feather clan. Whatever she was in the past, and whoever she becomes in the future, I trust who she is today.
Even if the past and future Ineffa are a completely different person from who she is now?
If you're suggesting that there's a volatile force within her, threatening to rise up and take over at any given moment, that makes two of us. But no one ever gave up on me. Not Mama Bird, not Koichi, not my dad. So what right do I have to give up on her?
Yeah, that is solid points.
If Leonka was here, I have every confidence that she'd say the same. Besides, even if the 11th Lord rises again and declares all of us her enemy, the solution is simple. We defeat her. The heroes managed it, so there's no reason we can't too.
Fine. I had a feeling this might be your reaction.
Look, I get it. You're only acting like the villain here to make us realize how serious the situation is. You know how I know that? Because when I was a kid, they brought me to you for treatment, and you didn't give up on me either.
Yeah, well, playing the villain is a force of habit for old Granny by this point. Just know you've been warned, all right? Watch out for any new developments and make sure you know where she is at all times.
That she is a 500 years old woman. That is literally. But how the hell she's 500? Look at it. She's a freaking Cinderella.
Hey, the spell hasn't worn off yet, you know.
Okay, that was that really sounded like a granny talking to rebellion's teen.
Hey, the spell hasn't worn off yet, you know.
Okay, that made my day. That made my day.
Anyway, now that we're all caught up, you should get back on Ineffa watch, and we should get back to investigating.
Help! Someone! Oh, Chaska? What are you all doing here? And when did Shilonan show up?
Paimon, You were supposed to stay with Ineffa.
Oh, right, Ineffa. Something weird happened. She got halfway through those woven scrolls and then flew off all of a sudden. Paimon tried to stop her, but she wouldn't come back.
Did something trigger a new memory? This doesn't make any sense. She barely responded when we were chatting. What could it be?
No idea. But it must be something important, because she sure looked like she was in a hurry.
Okay, Chaska, you're our eye in the sky. Find out where she's gone. We'll inform.
Roger that.
Wait, don't you want to discuss this first? Hey, wait up! Hey, wait up!
No, we're going first. Wait, you're playing Chaska? Seriously?
Let's fly! Giddy up! Locked on!
Target acquired. Activating a night.
Whoa! Are these all secret source automatons? Okay.
Reinforcements have arrived. Traveler, Paimon, Chaska. Gratitude.
Not now. Save it for later.
Threat eliminated. Annihilation mode disengaged.
Boss, what do we do now? We've tried the same thing several times now, and it isn't working. We can.
Well, well. An ancient relic from Natlan's dragon civilization. If you want to play with fire, then be my guest. But there is an unpredictable variable you need to watch out for.
Let's fall back. This isn't worth the risk.
Hamu, Hadieta, are you...
I'm fine, but Mom's...
I'll be okay. I just hurt my ankle. Ineffa got here just in time.
Why would they do this? Why?
Look, no one could have known the automatons would ambush you here. Don't blame yourself.
Wait, how did Ineffa know to come here? Did she sense that they were in danger?
Yes, I heard the secret source automatons talking. Even now, I still hear them.
Really? Paimon doesn't hear anything.
Hypothesis. Language module requires translation functionality. Please wait. Finished.
Whoa, that was quick. How come you're so familiar with their architecture?
I have seen them many times before.
More random memory data, I guess.
Reconnecting.
Wow! It's actually talking.
Hey, what do you think you're playing at? Why did you attack us?
We're under the Fatui's control. They made us attack you.
How is that possible? The captain's soldiers certainly aren't capable of this, and besides, we know everything they're up to. Has another Fatui regiment infiltrated Natlan?
The Fatui invaded my territory, so the automatons went haywire.
Why is it getting so choppy? Bad signal, maybe?
Hypothesis. Distance to signal source increasing, transmission compromised. Combining these words with what I've heard so far, I believe the full message should be, the Fatui invaded my territory, so the automatons went haywire.
Oh. So all the recent automaton attacks...
They stole my privileges and took control of the automatons.
They stole my privileges and took control of the automatons.
No!
Mirror of the Dawning Morn detected nearby. Now sending request.
Mirror of the Dawning Morn detected nearby. Now sending request for Mirror of the Dawning Morn to restore my privileges.
Mirror of the Dawning Morn? Who?
Hypothesis. This appears to refer to me, or more specifically to my core.
Mirror of the Dawning Morn, please come with me and return the core.
I think she wants.
Wait! You mean...
Yes. Before the translation began, she referred to me by a different name, 11th Lord.
What? So...
Hold on. This automaton just attacked us moments ago. We shouldn't trust. You say Ineffa is the 11th Lord. What proof do you have?
Return to the 8th Lord's territory, and you can restore all of your memory data.
Ineffa?
She said, return to the 8th Lord's territory, and I can restore all of my memory data.
8th Lord? The Yunka's mother's territory? What does the 11th Lord...
You were split, then exiled, and finally reborn.
Ugh, this is getting weirder by the second.
Excessive signal interference. The signal should improve as we get closer to her territory. Traveler, Chaska, shall we proceed?
Yeah.
Wait, you should think this through carefully. I may know a thing or two about the Fatui regiment that entered Natlan recently. They're kind of a special ops team. Definitely not your average soldier.
Oh?
They've been showing up everywhere, hungrily searching for secret knowledge about all kinds of ancient civilizations. They say they're trying to make some sort of inference. The leader of this regiment is a harbinger based in Nodcry, known as Marionette.
Marionette? How exactly do you know all this?
I, heard bits and pieces at the market in Nashatown, but I figured they were just rumors. Didn't realize it was true.
Is that right? How come I'm only hearing about this now?
I'm sorry. I was so preoccupied with getting ready for the journey, and like I said, I thought they were just rumors anyway. Didn't...
So these Fatui are soldiers, huh? Who's stronger, them or Ineffa?
Ineffa, of course. But
You're right. First things first. Amu's injured. We should take her back to the tribe and get her checked out. And as for this 11th Lord business, we need to discuss this with the others before deciding how to proceed. Look, I know the news about the 8th Lord and Marionette is very concerning, but we should probably come up with a plan before checking things out.
Understood. Destination cancelled.
Don't lose hope.
Yes. New destination, Flower Feather Clan.
Traveler, Ineffa, could you check that the coast is clear? I'm gonna patch up Amu, then head out.
Understood. Commencing task.
Arieta, I need you to go keep Mom company while the doctor takes a look at her. Dad has some things to take care of, so I'll be staying out here a while longer.
You're not coming back with us. Why not?
Dad's gotta pack up the luggage and make sure all our goods are safe. Don't forget, they're our ticket to a great new life in Liyue. Don't worry, Dad will be back very soon. I'm sorry, girls. I promise it's going to be okay.
I'll get help as quickly as I can. If anything happens, save yourselves first.
Bada bing.
Huh? Why'd it stop moving? Has it malfunctioned on him?
Leroy, merchant. His portrait is hung up at the Fatui stronghold.
What?
You're saying Zhuo might be a Fatui spy? And he's staying behind as their eyes on the ground? But should we really leave Ineffa here too? Not that I don't trust her, it's just... Are you sure you'll be okay keeping an eye on her by yourself?
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be back. I'm trying to do the Terminator thing.
You're not wrong. We need all the intel we can get on Marionette and the Fatui. As far as I'm concerned, they're a bigger threat than any sovereign ruler. Still, even with your abilities, be sure to stay on your guard. And not just because of the Fatui and the 11th Lord. It's that automaton, too. I'm still not convinced we can trust it. Why the sudden request for assistance from the 8th Lord's territory? Are we supposed to believe that Lianka's mother survived? Surely there'd be at least some mention of that in the tribal legends. I don't know.
Unless
something just doesn't add up.
Ineffa is the 8th Lord, and the 11th Lord is trying to communicate with us.
Hey, Chaska! Almost ready to go!
Or is it both of the lords?
That's my cue. I'll be back with the others as soon as I've gotten Amu and Adieta to safety. If you have to leave the area for any reason, be sure to leave a trail.
Over, Bubba! And I really need to stop doing this. Her name is Yao. I do not know how to stop this again. Now, this is a shady person right here. It is shady as hell. Alright, it's shady as darkest.
He's on the move. Huh. So much for keeping the goods safe. Do we think he's going to meet someone? Should we tail him? He won't know he's being followed. This could be our chance to get our hands on some really useful intel. Either about the sovereign rulers or this marionette person.
Shall we follow him?
Yep.
Got it.
Let's go.
Stealth mode activated.
Would it not be even stealthier to just not say that out loud? Dig a random tunnel in the middle of nowhere. Unless it's the entrance to one of the sovereign ruler's territories.
The territory was sealed by Lianka. This was once one of the secondary access tunnels.
Hey, that was pretty clear this time. What's...
Getting closer. Increased activity in language module. Lianka sealed the territory to stop Ochkan finding it.
Huh? You're breaking up again! Oh, looks like the signal's still pretty choppy.
No, this right now who is talking is the 11th Lord.
Lianka sealed the territory to stop Ochkan finding it. Later, the Fatui found a weak point and broke in.
Sounds like those Fatui have made this their stronghold. But what do you think? Ineffa? Oh no! What's she doing? She's charged right...
Wait.
Traveler, are we going after...
Yep, we are.
Alright then. But let's be careful.
Food, a lot of switching out the team.
May knowledge guide you.
Okay, I'm going with my Risley Cryo main.
Ah, there she is! Ineffa, wait for us!
Where is this? Are we inside the territory?
Yeah. Did you black out or something? You just took off.
Cognition module unstable. Attempting to refresh. It appears that it was accessed by an external source.
Sorry, it was me. I summoned her by similar means to those used by the Fatui to control the automatons. Currently, I am but a lowly service bot. But in the distant past, I was known by another name. The 8th Sovereign Ruler. The Priestess of Floral Candles and Skyborn Feathers.
The 8th Lord? You're Leonka's dragon mother?
8th Lord. Were you not executed?
Moments after I was cursed, Leonka rescued me. Just as she tried to rescue you from the ruins of the battle.
Leonka rescued me? Memory. Missing.
Yes, Leonka changed your memory settings to make you forget. But she did it to protect you. It is the only way our kind could escape from the curse.
How does forgetting everything protect me?
Because the curse placed on us is a pain triggered by certain memories, hardwired into the depths of our minds. A regulatory program that cannot be removed.
Manufacturers often hardwire restrictions like this into autonomous machines to make sure they operate as intended.
Each time you yearn for a new place to belong, each time you feel yourself turning your back on the past, the pain tears you apart, doesn't it?
If she truly harbors pro-human sentiment, then for every ounce of goodwill she feels, may her mind be flooded with pain of immeasurable proportions.
It destroys your mind, swallows your soul, prevents you from finding a new home.
Malfunction who betrayed us all. You dare seek a place to belong?
That's why forgetting everything grants temporary relief from the pain. It stops your mind from being crushed by the weight of the... But since you are rebooted, you began storing new memories and started finding...
Things were fine at the start. You'd occasionally forget to pay for your groceries.
From now on, your name's Ineffa.
So too has the exile's curse resurfaced.
This is a lot to process.
Automated defense system activated. Privileges overridden. Come quick. Stop the Fatui.
Hey! Please finish what you were saying!
It's gone silent.
It must want us to go further in, right? Well...
This is just a secondary access tunnel. If we make it to the center, there should be other routes out of the territory. Please come with me. It is my fault.
Oh, don't look at it like that. We gotta make sure you get back safely, too.
Yes, I too must return.
Let's rumble, baby.
Do you really trust her, Leonka? This malfunctioning part of the sovereign ruler's mind.
I trust not in her, but in the path that I have chosen. I believe that every conscious being, whatever its origins may be, has the right to freedom.
Cleanup sequence initiated.
Really, that
Defensive mode engaged.
oh my god, that is so adorable! How? Oh my god! How? How? Seriously? The blabbering how?
Another barrier! Just like the one back at the entrance. Careful! Don't touch it!
The curse will bring you pain, and your memories will crush you. It's the same fate they subjected my mother to.
But with this core, you will forget everything for a while. Any memories that evoke a desire to belong, and all your pain along with it, they'll be...
You doing okay, Ineffa? You keep spacing out.
I know. Unidentified data is flooding my cognition module. But every memory encounters an error and then terminates at the crucial moment. Unnecessary. Being physically motionless will not cause this erratic behavior to cease. And if we explore this place further, perhaps I'll find a way to fully repair myself. Additionally, some of these memories may yield useful data for our exploration. Over there! We can use the access module to proceed to the central zone.
Okay. Okay, baby. Let's go. Because I'm here. Okay, look. I really don't regret pulling
Detected. 3 unregistered individuals. 1.
Ah! Is that the 8th Lord talking? So, you can take control of different machines, huh?
No, this is just an ordinary service bot responsible for access management.
Now calling Access Module. Welcome back, Administrator 3.
Oh, we're riding this thing again? Okay, don't.
This is the Temple of Cascading Colors. Ahead is the research facility, built by Administrator 1. After Administrator 1, Administrator 2 assumed control.
Are you sure about using this on her? It once belonged to your mother.
It's just one of the many things she researched. I'm not precious about it.
Administrator 2 sealed the facility. It has been locked down to this day. Examining. Seal status. Danger. Danger.
Where? Are we?
Things are looking really bad for the Children of Echoes. This might be where I have to say goodbye.
You're a good friend, and you've already done more than I could have asked for. There's just one seal left. She and I can handle it.
I once considered keeping some pets in my office, but soon gave up on the idea. It's just not right to keep...
Now arriving at the central zone. Goodbye, Administrator 3.
It was Risley's voice.
Huh? What was that? Get over there and check it out.
Uh-oh! They're gonna find us!
Please come with me.
There's nobody here. Probably just some server spots chattering away again.
Phew! That was too close. We hit just in time. How did you know where to go, Ineffa?
I think I've been this way before. Let's head through here. It'll take us to the other side of the square. Cleanup sequence initiated.
Strike a pose!
This passage is only used for drainage and maintenance access, so it's not registered on the system. It's the perfect route for an ambush.
Wait, I hear voices up ahead. stealth mode activated.
Hey, this is not what we agreed. This is supposed to be over. My job is done. I did everything you asked. Leaked the clues about the ruins, brought her to Natlan, and your response is to attack me and my family?
What the? Does this mean they planted those Natlanese mechanical parts in Nodcry just for you to find? So they could—
It's a possibility.
It was just a little hiccup, that's all. These source mechanisms can be tricky to control.
The last time you reported in, you mentioned she was mopping up machines near the Flower Feather clan, remember? Well, we needed to lure her further out. Hence why we created that little kerfuffle. It's unfortunate that your wife got injured, truly. But hey, look on the bright side. Now that you've shown up, we might actually get the job done this time.
This time? No, no more. Not after you hurt my family. I told you, I'm done.
I think you'll find the risks were stated quite clearly in your contract. And it's not like anyone got seriously hurt.
Your job will be done when you deliver what you promised. Our agreement was that you would bring her here, not just to Natlan, but to this facility.
But...
Did you really expect to get away with shouldering none of the risk yourself? We're writing off your debt to the Northland Bank and letting you get back to your old life in Liyue. That's a lot to ask for nothing in return.
I've been your inside man in Nasha Town for over 10 years now. Is that not enough for you people?
You ungrateful louse. You ran yourself into the ground. And who was there to dig you out, huh? Us. Can you name one single way we made life difficult for you in Nasha Town? Look at you. You've managed to start a business. Got yourself a family.
You have just one simple job left to do. And after that, you're free to go home. In your position, I'd say that sounds like a pretty good deal.
This is the final hurdle. Our attempts to capture the 11th Lord have been derailed every time. But there's only so long until our luck runs out. If another staged attack on your family is out of the question, we could still work this out. But this time, you'll have to do the dirty work yourself.
Me?
This is a replica control device made with Marionette's technology. After we stole the administrative privileges from this territory, we copied them onto this. It will give you control of any machines built using secret source technology. Take it, and use it to capture the 11th Lord.
You seem to have gained the trust of the other variables in this equation. How hard can it be to shake them off and get her while she's alone?
And before you think about disappearing, don't think we won't be watching you.
I can't do it.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
I can't. I won't do it. She saved my life so many times, it would be the ultimate betrayal. How could I look my daughter in the eyes and act like everything's still okay?
So you're gunning for the world's best father now, are you? A guy like you. You're fooling no one.
This is our mistake. We let you have it too easy in Nasha Town. And now, you've forgotten the most important detail in your contract. The termination clause.
I think it's time we parted ways.
Huh? Ineffa, Traveler.
The 11th Lord. And the Variable. We were hoping you might show up.
Wait, the controller. Without that, you...
You thought we'd hand over the genuine article to you?
That's just a beacon used to set the location for this cage. We've been monitoring your movements ever since you entered these ruins.
Congratulations, Joshin. Your job is finally done. With you here, it was—
You were playing me for a fool this whole time.
Don't waste your energy trying to break out. We've commandeered at least half of the systems in these ruins.
No one needs to get hurt today. We aren't looking for a fight. Especially not with Natlan's Tumaini. All we want is for your friend here, the former sovereign ruler, to lead us further inside.
Further inside? But we seem to have reached the center already.
So it appears. But there's far more of this territory than meets the eye. The dragons possessed vast knowledge, and we've barely scratched the surface. That's where the sovereign ruler comes in. If our supposition is accurate, she has in her possession a secret key that gives access to the core.
I will cooperate. Let the traveler Paimon and Duoshin go.
You never know! These are bad people!
You are only here because of me. Besides, this is what I want. I need...
Finally, a voice of reason. Gotta hand it to the dragons and their advanced artificial intelligence. But unfortunately, there's no way we can agree to those terms.
How do we know you won't just attack us the moment we let you out?
Yeah, so settle down and get ready to go hungry for the next 3 days. Even you, robot, you'll need charging eventually.
Before I go, they may have left a trail on their way here. Send someone out to cover our tracks.
This is all my fault. Arieta. Amu.
Huh? Who did that?
Impossible! Every system we hacked is set up to hold them back!
Hold tight.
That must lead to the core! It was beneath our feet this whole time? Take this barrier down!
Let's rumble, people!
That was a long way down. Traveler? Ineffa? Are you okay?
No damage to report. But...
I think I broke a leg.
Hey, you! Thanks for the rescue, but could you have been a little more careful? Oh, and we're back to beep beep again? Well, isn't that convenient?
That is because I no longer need to communicate via that machine. Down here, I can talk to you directly. When the Fatui put all their resources into keeping you trapped, it gave me a brief window to seize my privileges back. In my haste, I was not able...
Don't worry about me. I'll just rest up here. After everything I've done...
But the Fatui may follow us down here.
We will be ready for them.
More automatons!
Down here, all is under my control. They are not your enemy, human. They will take you some...
Ineffa. Traveler. Good luck.
11th Lord, do you now recall the path you once chose?
Not yet. Although... I think this is where I was born. But why? This is your territory.
No, 11th Lord. You were not born here. Rather, this is where you were reborn. Human, you once asked who placed the curse on the 11th Lord. The answer is... herself.
Myself?
After a long and bitter war, our kind was defeated. You survived, but you are now stranded, with nowhere to belong. Gone was the pride you once had as a member of dragonkind. Gone was the territory once under your dominion. All of it gone, with no hope of return. What were you to do? Strike back at humanity and exact your revenge? Or search for a new home, a new place to belong? Your mind was conflicted as this irresolvable question ran endlessly through it. Finally, your mind split into two. One, the sovereign ruler who swore revenge against humanity. The other...
I mean, who knows what happens when a manufactured mind goes mad? Maybe she lost her power and memories. Maybe she split into different personalities.
The sovereign ruler would sooner perish than suffer a downfall. And so she placed the exile's curse upon herself and upon you. Meanwhile, the malfunction struggled through the pain to seek assistance from her former enemies, Leonka and Ishkik. That is why you came here, praying to be reborn.
So you want to leave your past as sovereign ruler behind, to start over anew? Very well. If the mission you wish to sever comprises all memories of your enmity, then I'm willing to trust you.
Then I am the malfunction? What happened to the sovereign ruler?
We severed that part of her mind and securely locked it away. Withering away, she finally perished completely.
So, she's gone?
Yes, although the curse she placed upon you yet survives. It is unbreakable. That is why it continues to affect you to this day.
So, that's what that thing is. A curse from the sovereign ruler.
So, she was severed and killed off, but Ineffa survived? How does that work? Are they the—
We sovereign rulers are artificial intelligence built with secret source technology. A fusion of phlogiston and information. In the case of the 11th Lord, the sovereign ruler personality and the malfunction personality split all but completely, even coming to occupy separate physical entities. In human terms, they would almost be considered as separate individuals. But in order to truly sever the connection between the two, and to break the power of the curse for good, you must be rebuilt from scratch with the aid of the source mechanisms located here. Just as I was before you, I too was tormented by the pain of the curse. But Leonka severed most of my knowledge and memories, rescuing me from the brink of destruction. It is because her heart is incomplete. Before the rebuilding process was finished, Ishkik met with misfortune, and the Flower Feather clan became more hesitant to act. Leonka sealed these ruins to prevent their discovery by Ochkan, and sent you out of Natlan for your own safety. That is why you are still plagued by memory loss. But I continued to work tirelessly, preparing everything you would need, waiting for the day that Ochkanatlan would fall, and you would return.
Wow! That's a long time. How long ago was Ochkan around again? Hold on! Paimon knows this.
For the last 2,000 years. You've been waiting here for me?
Imagine my surprise when the first to arrive was not you, but those whom you call the Fatui. They proceeded to steal my administrative privileges, plunder my territory, and send the automatons into a frenzy. But all is not lost. Leonka made a backup of the administrative privileges and placed it in your core. With that backup, I can control the source mechanisms within the territory and complete the rebuild that she began. And once you are whole again, I can repair the damage done by the Fatui and open a route back to the surface. If you are ready to continue down the path you started all those years ago, then proceed further into the depths where I will be waiting for you.
Whew, that was a lot to take in. Let's see if Paimon can... So, basically, there was a bad robot who bugged out and turned into half good bot, half bad bot. Then, bad bot cursed good bot, so whenever good bot thinks about the idea of belonging, she gets headaches. Meaning, the only way that Ineffa can avoid the pain is to keep forgetting everything. Thanks! Paimon's getting better at this kind of thing.
Understood better.
You did mean that as a compliment, right?
The fact she understood better, and I had a little bit problem, and she narrated that like that. I understood that one, to be fair. to be fair, that is a quick summary. Good. Person had split into bad and good parts.
Curse. It fits my hypothesis, and it seems to explain all my erratic behavior and cognition.
In that case, shall we keep going, like she asked?
I believe we should. The Fatui still have control of the upper levels. Their access must be revoked before you can exit the territory. Besides that, I want to know what happens when I'm made whole. Maybe then, I will finally know where I belong.
Let me check if my recordings are there. Alright guys. Alright, I'm gonna make this a 3-part series. Alright, so don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye guys!